Hello, today on BBQ we are doing pork loin. We're gonna do this bacon, pork, chorizo. We're basically doing pork on pork and pork. A little bit of cheese shoved in there. We're gonna make a little sauce with it, a little marinade, which is gonna involve some guajillo chili, some cilantro, some beer, a little olive oil. Like I said, we're gonna wrap it in some bacon here. We got the pork chorizo, and then my little specialty here, Oaxaca cheese. And this stuff, just once it melts, it stays nice and gooey inside the, oh man, it's gonna be incredible. All right, let's get to it. So first off, we're gonna make this little marinade for this little, not really a marinade, just like a rub. What we're gonna basically do here is we got a bushel of cilantro is going in. So a bushel of cilantro is going in. We've got 4 cloves of garlic going in. We're doing 3 chili de arbol, which I've reconstituted just in some hot water, and also 3 guajillos. Obviously take the stems off of these. We've got half a cup of olive oil here. It's going in. All right, and we got a tablespoon each of salt and pepper and cumin seed. So those are all going in, and then last but not least, half a beer. And as always, when you use half a beer in a marinade, you drink the other half. I mean, that's just common sense, right? All right, so this gets in. Can you never put this thing on right? All right, give this thing a try here. Yeah, you get that freshness from the cilantro, a little earthiness from those peppers or those chilies, those dried chilies. It's gonna pair nicely with the chorizo that's gonna go on here. I think this is great. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna butterfly this pork tenderloin here. I mean, this thing's looking amazing. It's like a freaking small cat. So now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna butterfly this pork tenderloin here. This thing's looking amazing. Want to trim off any excess fat we have on the back here, so we'll trim this off. Best way to do that is kind of start it and just kind of hold it and cut along as you're pulling against the knife. So now we got to butterfly this thing. So what we're going to basically do is just kind of hold it here and take your knife and just kind of make an incision halfway down here. Take your time. You can see this kind of starts to fold open here. Just kind of keep going with it. I don't know why, but I've been really into stuffing meat. I think it just makes it that much better. So we'll stuff some pork here. We'll stuff a little steak here and there. We did a flank steak video not that long ago. You should check out. All right, so now that we got it down the middle, kind of start in the middle here again and just do the same thing down this side. And again on this side. Got this thing nice and butterflied and open. We're going to use this marinade now. It's just going to kind of go on. We'll reserve half of this for when we do the top half. Next step, pork chorizo. Going straight in the middle here. So we cut this end off. Now chorizo is just kind of like, this is like the Mexican chorizo, not the Spanish chorizo. It's more like a soft, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like really like a sausage. It's like a, I don't know, gooey mess of awesomeness, we'll call it. But as you can see, it just kind of breaks apart here. It's not really like an actual sausage. And when it renders down, it just provides a ton of flavor. So we're just going to break this up all over the inside of this thing. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's all going to get rolled together anyway, right? All right, that looks pretty good. All right, next we've got red onion that we just diced here really thin, and we're just going to spread this throughout. And then we're using a whole round of the Oaxaca cheese. This is 10 ounces here. And this stuff we're just going to break up and kind of throw in. Like I said, this cheese is one of my favorites for any kind of Mexican cooking. It's just so gooey and delicious. It's ridiculous. Great for quesadillas. Great for yeah, anything Mexican. This stuff's just absolutely incredible. We've got everything on here. This thing's looking already, looks like a flatbread that we're about to throw in the pizza oven, except it's pork, which awesome. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna roll this up onto itself, create this giant try to keep everything in here. And then it kind of comes out, we'll just kind of shove back in. Then we got about a pound of bacon. So like I said, we got pork, on pork, in pork with the chorizo. It's a pork fest. So we're just gonna wrap this over the top. Kind of weaving it a little bit just to, you know, make it look cool. And we'll just throw a little bit more of this marinade over the top of the bacon as well. All right, so for this, we're just gonna start on the ends here. And I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times, I was no Boy Scout, so my knot tying skills are not the greatest. But I'm pretty sure we can get this thing to hold together, so. This thing looks awesome. Can't wait to get it on, get it grilled, dig into this thing. We got the Yoder here, the YS640, set up to 325 degrees. We're using hickory in the hopper. We're gonna throw this on the top rack here. And then once that cooks, we'll put a little temperature probe in it, and we're gonna cook to 165. So see you guys when this thing's done. Here we are, this thing is done. Earlier I said 165. Made a little faux pas, thinking chicken for some reason. We're pulling this thing off at 145 here. You can see the bacon's rendered nice. You got the cheese oozing out the side here. This thing looks absolutely incredible. So we're gonna get this off here. We'll give this thing about a 10-minute rest. Let it all come together, and we'll cut into this thing, see how it turns out. See you in a second. All right, let's cut this thing open, give it a try here. So first we gotta get these strings off here that we had this trussed with. Here we go, a moment of truth. Let's check this thing out, huh? Check that out. Oh man, you got all that cheese and the chorizo in there, and that marinade that we put on, or that rub. Got the bacon on top. Like I said, pork on pork, in pork. Can't wait to dig into this thing. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Got all the cheese on here, the chorizo. The flavors that are coming through on that are absolutely mind-boggling. You get so much flavor from the chorizo. You get the pork, it's cooked, it's super juicy. That bacon that's a little crunchy on the outside. That Oaxacan cheese, I'm telling you, is the way to go. You can see just the way it's like oozing out right here. Guys, I'm speechless again. So good. Give it a try, please. We're barbecuing. Don't forget to subscribe. We will see you guys next time. Cheers.